Hello, and thanks for watching another episode of ARFCOM News. Today I want to tell you about how Paul and I went to Georgia.
4 more years of Georgia, Georgia,
To while out with fellow Pewsters and the assault on gun rights in South Africa. But before we get started, I want to tell you about the fine mahogany night vision products with custom Corinthian leather trim offered to you by our friends at TNVC.com. Artfully handcrafted by earnest, hard-working Amish operators, TNVC night vision is unique and uncompromising, just like you. If you like seeing stuff more than not seeing stuff, take a look at our sponsor, TNVC.com, your source for quality night vision gear to make you the bump in the night. The ARFCOM crew fought our way through hot Atlanta to get to Iraq veteran 8888's range day. We got to hang out with some of our favorite people on the planet and check out cool new pews.
Ready?
There's far too much to list, but here are a few of the things that really stood out to me. This roller delayed blowback 9mm AR from Mean Arms is legitimately one of the more innovative and exciting things to hit the market for years. You probably know the roller delayed German space magic in the MP5 is what makes it such a flat shooting joy to shoot. Well, the Mean Arms bearing delayed blowback design relies on a similar concept, and shooting right alongside a straight blowback AR, the difference in felt recoil was obvious. Another thing that really stood out to me was the Cool Fire Trainer, which uses compressed carbon dioxide to cycle a pistol for dry fire training. The device replaces your barrel and magazine, but otherwise retains the rest of your pistol. It cycles the slide with enough authority to disturb your sight picture, and it feels almost like recoil from live ammo. I also finally got my stubby little peck fingers all over that new beast of a pistol from Kel-Tec chambered in .223 short. The P50 is in dire need of a stabilizing brace, but I gotta admit it was fun to shoot and I can't wait to do a full review. I think what probably surprised me most was a binary trigger for Glocks from Stuffin' Things. I had no idea this even existed. Somehow, it feels weirder to shoot a Glock in binary than it does to shoot an AR in binary, but the concept is the same. The gun fires when you press the trigger and again when you release. This allows for pretty quick shooting, but because releasing is a separate function of the trigger, it does not meet the definition of a machine gun in the 1934 National Firearms Act. Finally, the star of the show was definitely the full auto mutant CMMG had. This is almost certainly the reason they were banished to the far right end of the range. Shooters lined up and dumped mag after brutal mag through this unholy offspring of an AR and an AK all day long. The mutant kept chugging along and I never saw a single malfunction. Every time it got good and hot, they just dunked it in a cooler full of water and went back to it.
Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot.
The heat is on.
It's getting hot in here.
Too hot to handle.
But the internet helpfully informed us that's not good for the barrel. I assume the 5,000 rounds or so they burned through like there were Charlies in the wire had no effect whatsoever, but cooling it in the water is what completely erased the rifling from that barrel. In any case, if any of you have an idea where CMMG could get hold of another barrel, post it down there in the comments. All told, Eric at IV8888 said about 250,000 rounds were fired at range day. We had an absolute blast. Maybe I'll see you there next year. But hey, that's not the only thing that happened in the world of gun rights. Our brothers and sisters in South Africa have to get permission from the state just to own a gun, and the ANC is pushing hard to pass new legislation which could remove self-defense from one of the recognized reasons to request permission to have a gun. The law is also retroactive, so if it is passed, the existing licenses issued to people for self-defense reasons will be revoked. And it will also reduce the license period for 5 years, reduce the total number of licenses that can be issued, limit the ammunition you can purchase with each license, and totally outlaw reloading. The cruel and insulting cherry on top is the ANC party, which is pushing this law, is also pushing for a 26 million rand increase to the budget for VIP protection, while at the same time cutting 3.8 billion rand for crime protection. Damian Enslin of the Gun Owners Association of South Africa said, "It's crazy that in the dangerous society in which we live, the government and cabinet want to take away the right to own a gun for self-defense, but they are increasing the money to protect themselves." Gun rights are human rights. If you want to find out how you can help, visit saga.org.za. Well, friends, that's all I have for you today. I sure hope that you enjoy watching these things because I definitely enjoy making them for you. Remember, kids, if you are not already subscribed to the ARFCOM YouTube channel, you make puppies cry, and Captain America is quite disappointed in you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay in the know on all the 2A news. If you want to help us keep bringing you banger content like this, please support the folks who support us. Not only does TNVC.com give you night vision with that cool, refreshing, never bitter taste that goes down smooth. America flavored night vision. They also have mounts, lights, and all sorts of other gear to make you the bump of the night. I love you.